of like a mental breakdown.
I think you have to just try to move on.
So are we cool? Like, are we in agreement?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I have to go.
What the heck is A, B, C, D, E, F, G mean?
It's just a phrase I like to use. That means
Is that a real phrase?
the conversation is over.
If you say A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah. G, goodbye.
So, how's it going? How have you been?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll always love your sister. So I wasn't that caught off guard.
So Travis Barker just caught Kourtney red-handed on CCTV with Scott, and the footage left him furious. According to leaked reports, CCTV footage just dropped showing Kourtney Kardashian sneaking around with her ex Scott Disick while she's married to Travis Barker. And instead of keeping it quiet, insiders are saying Travis found out first, and let's just say he did not take it calmly. Y'all, the Kardashians are messy. But this is straight up chaotic. Now here's where it gets even crazier. This isn't just about one kiss on camera or a late night visit. This situation is reopening every wound in the Kardashian family. From Kourtney's decade-long relationship with Scott to Travis's insecurities about always being second best, and even the whispers that both Travis and Scott once crossed lines with Kim Kardashian herself. So if you thought Kourtney and Travis's love story was all fairy tales and rock and roll, this CCTV bombshell just reminded everyone the past isn't dead and the drama is far from over.
Oh, I do. But then there's things like sometimes
He also
I'm
had
like,
5-6 years to like get over this.
Of course, but it's always going to sting.
You know, I'm sensitive to him and his feelings, and I communicate with him about the kids, and I make sure that he's good. But beyond that, I just got engaged, and I want to like be happy and be in the moment, and I just don't think that this moment is about Scott.
It doesn't matter.
But guys, are we so crazy that we're talking about? Can we talk about this tomorrow and let them enjoy their night out there?
So let's start with the trigger, the CCTV footage. According to leaked claims floating around online, Kourtney was caught on hidden security cameras at a private residence late at night with none other than Scott Disick. Not just hanging out, not co-parenting, allegedly kissing and cuddling like nothing ever ended between them. And as you guys know, the internet didn't need confirmation before running wild. Fans instantly pointed out that Kourtney has a long history of falling back into Scott's arms whenever things get shaky. But this time, she's a married woman. And her husband Travis, the man she swore Scott could never compete with, yeah, he allegedly saw the footage first. Now think about that for a second. Travis Barker, the rock star who wears his heart on his sleeve, who literally worshipped Kourtney on reality TV, finding out through grainy black and white surveillance that his wife might be sneaking around with the one man he's always been compared to, that's not just betrayal, that's humiliation. And according to insiders, Travis was so furious he didn't even wait to confront Kourtney privately. He blew up in front of family, friends, and yes, apparently even Scott himself. But before we get into the blow up, let's rewind, because this footage didn't just expose a fling, it unlocked over a decade of messy history that never really got resolved. To really understand why this CCTV hits so hard, you have to look at the history between Kourtney and Scott. They met back in the early Kardashian days. He wasn't just her boyfriend, he was practically her husband, the father of all 3 of her kids, and for years, the most consistent storyline on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Every season, the same cycle. Scott would mess up, Kourtney would pull away, and somehow they'd circle back. Fans used to joke they were toxic soulmates. They couldn't stand each other, but also couldn't let go.
I'm just literally on the verge of like a mental breakdown.
I think you have to just try to move on.
It's just like, I can't believe that this is what my life is at right now, you know? I've worked so hard to like keep this family together. It just makes me sad for the kids, but it's like it's better off he's not being a good partner to me. I could never rely on him, depend on him for one single thing. And I don't want to like show my kids that that's okay.
Hey, Mace. You do? Oh my God, can you show me? Come here, let me see your piano.
Now here's the part nobody's forgetting. Even after they broke up for good in 2015, Scott kept hovering around. He never remarried. He dated younger women, sure, but every single time, the question came up, would Kourtney take him back? And when she moved on with Travis Barker, Scott's reaction said everything. Remember the leaked DM where Scott tried to make fun of Travis and Kourtney's PDA? He literally couldn't handle her being happy with someone else. So when this CCTV rumor dropped, people instantly said, of course it's Scott. It was always going to be Scott. But here's the thing. Travis knew this history. theory. He knew Scott was the ghost in every room he walked into. And that's why the footage wasn't just betrayal. It was confirmation of the one thing Travis feared from day one, that no matter what, Kourtney would always belong to Scott. And that's where the confrontation gets explosive. Now this is where the story flips from rumor to chaos, because apparently when Travis saw the CCTV clip, he didn't just sit on it. Sources say he went straight to Kourtney, and things got heated. Think shouting, think doors slamming, think Travis accusing her of humiliating him in the worst way possible. And in true Kardashian fashion, this didn't stay private. Word leaked that Scott was actually confronted too. Imagine that. Your wife's husband yelling at you for sneaking around with her, the same woman you've shared years and multiple kids with. But here's the twist. Instead of denying it, insiders claim Kourtney brushed it off. Almost like it wasn't that deep. Like being affectionate with Scott wasn't cheating, because he's the father of her kids. Now let's be real. For any normal marriage, that excuse wouldn't fly. And for a man like Travis, who's been open about his insecurities and relationships, that's a straight up knife to the chest.
Okay, I know Kourt and Travis just tied the knot, but does she have something to worry about? As we all know, Travis used to be married to his ex-wife, Shanna Moakler, and their relationship was pretty on and off, tipsy-turvy, all that jazz. And at one point, she even accused him of having an affair with Kim. And he did admit that they kind of had an emotional thing that went on, but it never got physical. Shanna even went as far to spill a drink on Kim during a party one time. On top of that, Travis has come forward literally admitting to all the times he has cheated on people in his memoir, and it's a lot. And I know this sounds absolutely horrible, and I hope that it's not the case, but realistically, if he couldn't have Kim, well, I guess Kourtney is the next best option. Because I'm hoping that what happened to Shanna won't happen to Kourt, because him and Kourt seem like soulmates. So do you think Travis has grown up and matured?
And it gets worse, because in the middle of all this chaos, an old rumor resurfaced, one that connects both Travis and Scott back to Kourtney's sister Kim Kardashian. And once you bring Kim into this, the scandal multiplies.
Travis Barker, who's currently in a relationship with Kourtney Kardashian, admitted that he's actually hooked up with Kim Kardashian in the past. In a recent statement, he called Kim Kardashian hot and said back many years ago they actually went out on a few dates and dated for a short while before he ended up getting back with his wife. People are saying that this is a horrible thing to admit.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room, the whispers that both Travis Barker and Scott Disick had sketchy ties to Kim Kardashian. For Scott, the rumor was always more of a joke. Fans speculated, tabloids hinted, but nothing concrete ever stuck. Still, the idea of Scott possibly hooking up with Kim always floated around like background noise in the Kardashian universe. But for Travis, that rumor cut deeper, because he actually admitted in his memoir years ago that he once had a crush on Kim way before Kourtney was ever in the picture. And y'all already know how that reads now. If Kourtney is caught sneaking around with Scott while her own husband once admitted he was into her sister, that's not just cheating, that's a family soap opera where everyone has crossed someone's line. So when this CCTV leak dropped, people instantly dug up old interviews, old quotes, old moments where Kim and Travis looked a little too friendly. And suddenly, the narrative shifted. Was this just Kourtney being messy with Scott? Or was it revenge for Travis's own past crush on Kim? And that's where the fallout really begins. Because of course, the Kardashians don't do private drama. Once this blew up, it spilled everywhere. Travis allegedly pulled back from filming with Kourtney. Scott, on the other hand, leaned into it, dropping cryptic posts that fans immediately connected to the scandal. One post said, "You always go back to the original." Meanwhile, Kim, silent. Completely silent, and as you guys know, in Kardashian world, silence is always louder than words. Fans started flooding comment sections. Scott should not talk. He had several chances with Kourtney. Kourtney, you said Scott was not a good man. Back at you with Travis. Payback as hell never liked Travis. I wish Kourtney and Scott would reunite. I believe Scott truly loves her. In the same breath, some fans were dragging Kourtney through the mud for her role in all this. People called her out for embarrassing Travis, for disrespecting her marriage, and for dragging her kids back into a love triangle that should have ended 10 years ago. And the craziest part? Instead of damage control, the Kardashians seem to be letting the speculation snowball, almost like they know the drama keeps them relevant. But then came the twist nobody expected, because while everyone's debating the CCTV footage, the family silence, and the Kim rumors, Travis himself hasn't gone public. No IG posts, no cryptic lyrics, nothing. And that silence, that's what has fans shook. Is he walking away from Kourtney for good? Is this the end of the Barker Kardashian fairy tale? Or is this just another chapter in the never-ending cycle where Scott Disick always, somehow, finds his way back to Kourtney? Now everyone's asking, if Kourtney was really caught cheating, does Travis even have the strength to forgive? Or will this finally prove what fans have been saying for years, that Kourtney and Scott's story was never finished no matter who tried to play husband? Because right now, now, the CCTV footage may have exposed more than just a late-night kiss. It might have exposed the fact that this entire family has been circling the same triangle for decades. And if Travis really walks away this time, Kourtney may finally have to face the one man she could never quit.